So the U.S. House of Representatives released its 500-page report this week on the congressional investigation into the COVID situation. Here's Joe Rogan reading a portion of the summary page.
The House released a 500-page report on COVID-19 pandemic. Key findings: COVID-19 likely originated from a lab-related incident in Wuhan, China. Crazy. You get banned from YouTube for saying that. Banned. Okay, over $200 billion in relief funds lost to fraud, with criminals exploiting weak oversight. Prolonged lockdowns and arbitrary mandates cause severe harm, economic devastation, mental health crises, and historic learning loss, while lacking robust scientific support. Policies ignored natural immunity, pushing mandates that eroded trust and harmed public perception of science. Absolutely. WHO and CDC compromised by political interference, offering inconsistent, unscientific guidance that fueled public distrust. And the key players included federal agencies, and Cuomo's administration actively obstructed oversight efforts and hid critical evidence.
Christ.
Select subcommittee on coronavirus pandemic basically said all the conspiracy theorists were correct. Every single one of them. No repercussions, no retractions, no apology from Rachel Maddow. None of it.
Yep, COVID was a scam, a weapon used to seize power. It was nothing else. Was it a real disease? Well, sure, but so are lots of other diseases. You don't shut down the world for them. It was used by communist Democrats to undermine one president and rig the vote for the phony election of another one. The lies that spewed out of the mouths of all these government officials, they were standing there bullhorns yelling all of this stuff, and their fellow travelers in the media repeated all of it for them. These people need to be held accountable for what they've done. The misery that they imposed and just buried Americans under: deaths, prolonged illnesses, job firings, a dramatic surge in emotional health problems, forced vaccinations, expulsions from the military, refusals to be admitted into public spaces. You couldn't get into seminary in some cases if you weren't vaxxed. The bishop wouldn't let you in because he was going along with the government. They shut down churches. They'd arrest you for not wearing a mask. Think of all the damage they did to children, social and educational. The multiple health problems from that damn experimental drug being shot into you. The lack of accountability by Big Pharma. They got off scot-free. They got all these contracts, and they got a promise from all these deep state losers that, nope, we're going to make sure you can't be sued, protected by their government allies. The censorship across all of social media, the wrecking of the economy, the list goes on and on and on. And now we have an official report from the government saying exactly just that. No way does all that just to get memory hold by a bunch of communist bastards in government and their giant tech and social media allies. And Biden had better not pardon a single blessed one of them. If he does, then massive civil lawsuits should be brought against every single one of those players. People can't just skate for all of this. There is much that needs addressing in America, certainly. Thank you, you communist bastards. But this is near the top of the list. And not for revenge, but so that it can never, ever happen again. Coming to you from Houston, Texas, Gary Michael Vorse. God love you.